Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all well, hope you're all doing good. Guys, it's Monday, and as you can see on this smile, guess what's back? Well, you might already know by looking at the title of this video. But guys, it finally came. The delivery of 4 issues of the next 4 weeks of content of Build the Titanic from Hatchet has finally got to me, delivered just yesterday. Well, it was over the weekend basically, to Monday when you're seeing this video, so I had it on Saturday just gone, and I'm so pleased to be bringing this back to the channel, guys. I've missed doing this build, I love this build, and I hope you're ready to enjoy the next 4 videos over the next coming weeks. And if not, guys, if you're not subscribed already, please press that subscribe button, and if you like the videos, and please help me out here, guys, give it a big thumbs up, a big like. That'll help my channel grow, so I can bring more fantastic cool models in the future and more content for you guys. But without further ado, guys, I'm not going to hold back anymore. We're going to crack on with the Titanic build from Hatchet, and we're at, it's been that long, it's been an age, hasn't it, guys? Issue 29. So let's crack on and see what we've got in this issue, guys. Let's crack on. Here we go then, guys. Let's jump straight in to this issue 29 of Build the Titanic from Hatchet. I'm so excited for this, guys. I've been waiting for this for, it seems, an age. It's probably been about, what, a month and a half, 2 months? But I'm hoping now we've got them this month, that it's going to be a consistency, and we'll get them every month, and I'm not going to leave it too long till the next issue. But first of all, we'll have a look through the mag, do our usual things, what we usually do. I can't think of the word, but you know what I mean. Anyway, what we got in this one, coming in issue 30, we've got base for the second engine, catwalk, exhaust valves, and end plate and assorted screws. That's the next issue, so that'll be next week, guys. You've got your usual content, international comics and into the future. Nice little comic strip there to read between issues. And that is it there. That is it for what we've got as content for the magazine. And then we'll go straight into it. This week it looks like we're doing the crankshaft for the second engine. Right, now we're going to have to remember, because I think we've got 2 engines, if I remember right, guys. It's been that long since I've looked at this. I've got the actual ship up the top of the screen here, which I keep looking at on every other build I'm doing, but I've not touched it, obviously, for about a month and a half now. Right, this could be a bit fiddly, but it's looking interesting, and I've missed it so much. Oh, we're going to be using the tweezers. Right, so what we'll do, oh, and this is what it comes in. This is what the parts come in every week. I think I've showed you this before, but as you can see, they've really packed pretty cool. You're not going to be getting any, dare I say, damaged pieces. Let's just undo this. Guys, please smash the like button as well. Get the algorithm going, just get me about, and it makes the channel grow, basically, so I can bring more content for you. Like the Titanic, I've got so much more I want to bring to the channel, along with the Z900 content. But give it a big thumbs up, guys, and if you're not already, subscribe as well, especially if you want to keep following me on this journey of building this Titanic. Subscribe, bell notification, you'll never miss a video when I put it up. That's all we've got this week, not a lot. Could be a quick issue, but it might be a bit fiddly, so we'll see how we go. So I have missed it, I really have missed this. Right, as you can see, though, look how they've packed that, guys. There's not going to be any damage. And this is metal, part of the crankshaft by the looks of it. So we'll just put these to one side for a second and then we'll go through what we've got in a sec. Right, so we've taken the parts out. Just make sure we've got everything out. And then, as usual now, we'll have a look exactly what we've got and what we're working with. So you've got 29A, which is the shaft. Now that's plastic. So what we'll do, I'm just thinking where to put it because I'm going to have to turn the page and we'll put that there for now. We've got 29B, which is the crankshaft. That's metal. If you are building this along with me, guys, because I know a lot of my other videos, they've already been built previously or they're halfway through the build, but it's a fresh build. If you are building this with me, comment down below, guys. Let me know how you're finding the build and if you like it, you're enjoying it, etc. Would love to hear from you. Right, let's get these little parts out. But I'm so happy this is back now. I really am. I've been missing it, to be fair. I've been having withdrawal symptoms, I think. What I'm going to do is get all these little parts out. You know, I have missed it so much. There we go. And I've not opened any of these issues either, guys. What I'm doing is I'm just waiting to open it with you. And then I'll give the excitement to cross over on the video, on the camera, with you guys. So I'm taking this journey with you. And you're coming along with me, hopefully. Right, so let's get back to what we've got. 29C, stop plate, upper front, which is going to be this part here. That's plastic. I'll put that just there. And then you've got 29D, and that is the stop plate, lower front. Now I'm just looking at these because we've got two which look very similar, but I think you can see the difference. There's about a couple of millimeters difference in length. So 29D is the stop plate lower front. Jump down to 29G. It might tell us in the instructions in a minute which one to use because one of those is smaller than the other, but we'll keep those there for now. And 29E, we've got the flywheel. Again, that's plastic. Oh, and those were the parts, was plastic as well, guys. 29F, cylinder head C. Right, now we've got to watch we don't get lost here because there's a lot of little parts. I think that's going to be that one. Yeah, because then you've got the three other parts that size. So yeah, that is 29F, cylinder head C. So we'll put that there. I'm just putting them in order there, guys, on the left, the way they are on the diagram, and then you can't go wrong then when you're looking at the parts you've got. 29G, we've just said that one. That's the stop plate lower rear, sorry. And you've got 29H, which is a stop plate upper rear. Again, that's plastic. Tell me as well, guys, comment down below if you've missed this on the channel and you're glad to see it back. Hopefully you are. 291, I said 291, it's 229I, sorry about that. Cylinder head B. Right, now these, I'm just trying to look. I think those two are the same size. So those are going to be 29K. So we'll put those there. And then there's only one. That's 29I. So that's cylinder head B. And 29K was cylinder heads A, which there's two of those, and that's right then. We've done that right then, guys. 29J is distribution valves. There should be two of those, which there is here. All these are plastic as well, just to let you know. Right then, are you ready? We've looked at the parts, deep breath. Let's get on, and we've got CM screws as well. Let's get on with this Titanic build. Right, first of all then, it's got instruction 1, take the connecting rods assembly from issue 28 and the crankshaft 29B. So what I've done is I've got the parts what we need, and as you can see, laid them out on the work surface, which is going to make your life a whole better, guys, if you just put them out the way they're telling you to do it in the instructions, and then you just obviously get the parts you need at the time you need them. So right, back to instruction 1, take the connecting rods, which we've done, and we've laid them out like that from issue 28, which was the last issue, because we're on 29 now, and the crankshaft 29B, which is this part here from this issue. So this is steel, like I said guys, metal, so it's tough, it's good material that. And what it's saying do, if you can see the diagram there with that blue little ring around it, is position it that way around. You've got like a short end there, and then you've got like a little bit of a longer end there. As you can see, there's a lip, and then it gets longer. So it's asking us to place it on the work surface like so, and then you can guess what's coming. We're going to be putting the connecting rods onto the crankshaft. Now, if you can notice here at the bottom, guys, with the red rings, you're putting one on, miss one, and another one, miss two. So what we'll do, we'll work from the right. So if we just pick this up, and this is pretty simple to do, guys. All you do, just click it on, just like that. Just be careful. I wouldn't have thought it would happen, but just be careful not to break those plastic parts, because they are pretty delicate. So just be careful, guys, not to push too hard, but give it a bit of a persuasion. And then on the instructions, you can see here, what you've got to do then is miss that one and put it on the third one in. So, like that. So at the minute, you've got 2 on, 2 connecting rods onto the crankshaft, and you've put one on the end, missed one, and put one in, and then the next one's got to miss 2, the 2 middle ones, so we put it on this one here. So, and you can see, guys, how simple and easy those are going on. I'll just show you how it looks at the minute. Those are the 3 connecting rods onto the crankshaft, and the last one, you miss one and put it on that last one there. Again, if you just straighten it up, put it on your finger there. What I tend to find it good is just push from the bottom, don't push from there, guys, because you might snap the rod, and you don't want to do that. You don't have to order a back issue. Just giving you loads of grief then. Just take your time. They're easy enough to go on. And that is instruction 1. All done. And that's how it looks at this stage. So now let's turn the page over. I'll just rest this here a second. So now we'll have a look at instruction 2. What I've done at the minute, guys, is just move the magazine over so you can see the diagrams as we're doing this build. Just bear with me, this desk's not very big at all, and this Titanic is getting bigger every issue. Not that I'm complaining. Right, so instruction 2, take the starboard columns 28G and fit the pistons 28F inside the cylinders. So as you can see at the top left here. Now, do you remember these? These was from a few issues ago. Now, to know that you've got the right part, what you need, obviously, because they both look similar at a brisk look. If you look at these numbers in these black plastic pieces, these parts, it's got R5 there. And that is what we're using today in this instruction 2. For this, for example, that's got L8. So we don't want that one at this time. This is the one we need. You can see R5 there. And it's exactly the same as the look here, as that part as it's saying use. So what we've got to do, if we place that there, and then it's saying inside the cylinder assembled 27. Yes, this was built in issue 27. It's telling us, guys, we might need tweezers to put these in the ends, because basically that's where we're putting them, inside the plastic pieces. We might be okay. What I'll do is I'll place that there so you can see what I'm doing. I think how I did the last engine was if I just did that, and then they just place into there like so. I think that's how we did it last time. Yeah, what you might have to do is twist this metal crankshaft around, and then it'll all work into place. So if I do that, because then they'll go up to the right positions then. That's right. It's a little bit fiddly, guys, but it's nothing major. Tell you what, we'll get these tweezers, we've got them, so we'll use them. Just for a simple life, eh, guys? Why make things difficult when you can make it simple? These will keep dropping out until we put the other side on anyway, but you get the gist. That's what we're doing. That's where they've got to be positioned. And then let's just read the end of that instruction. Also make sure that you have the crankshaft the right way around, the longer end circled blue left. Yeah, which we have. So let me just pull this out of the way of this diagram. That's how it's saying do them, guys. If I just lift this up, you can see you've got like little grooves there. That's where they've got to be positioned in. Because when you put the other part on top of them, if they're not positioned in, you're going to break something then. So just like so. And plus they won't work in the future when you want to twist the engine round. So right, we've got to position those like that. Now remember, this is a bit fiddly and you just got to get them in the right position to put this part on top. Instruction 3, take the port columns 27H with the cylinders in place and align it with the starboard columns 28G. Check that the ends of the piston rod remain in the correct position and can freely move inside the cylinders. Right, okay. So the way it's saying do it on here is have it at the top and basically flick it over. But as you do that, as it says, you've got to make sure the pistons are in the right place, guys, because if not, when you come to twist them to work, they won't work. So just make sure you've got them in the right place before you push down, which it might take a few times. Are we going to do it the first time? We'll see. But whatever you do, don't push straight away in case you've not got them in the right position, because if you do that, you're going to break something. I think we might be all right here. That clicking's fine, guys. That means they're going in. I think we might be on a winner here. I think I had a bit more of a problem with the last one. But yeah, that's all moving about. It's obviously not going to work yet because it's all got to be with the cork and the crank. But that is where we're at in instruction 3. We've sealed those two parts together. I won't worry about the little gaps here because these do connect later on, and then that will bring them back together as a nice flush fit. But that is what we've got so far in this issue and instruction 3. So we'll place that there a second, and what we'll do is we'll move the magazine over so we're in shot on the next page, like so. And you can see all the parts as well. Right, so if we just put that there to shot a sec. Right, instruction 4. Take the cylinder heads and distribution valves and fit them on top of the cylinders. Take time to make sure you have the correct parts for each cylinder head. Right, so what we'll do then, it's say if we just position them on here, 8 ones on, that's the small one. See, I think these cylinder head valves are all we've got 2 the same, you've got 1 smaller one, so I think that's going to be the smaller one, and then the 2 bigger heads on the left and right. But I think we'll come to it in a minute where we'll know what's what, if that makes sense. Looking at the instructions here, you've got the 1, 2 and 3 bigger cylinder heads there, and you've got the smaller one which will go into this one. So that's how I've positioned them out, guys, so I know where I'm at with that. We've got to push these in. There's no glue needed. I was just looking to see if we need glue, but we don't. And you can see these little raised bits on here. There's little plastic dare I say, little nipple heads. I don't know what you want me to call them, but that's what I'm calling them. Right, so what I do is you look at this with the arrows here where it's pointing to put them in and just see what the finished result they want you to have. So first of all, see, I could have done that wrong then, but I'm glad I've told you this, guys, so you don't get it wrong. Make sure that you've got this extended bit here on the crankshaft to the left, which has got a blue ring there, because I nearly did put it in that side, and that's the wrong side. So always double check, guys. Hopefully you won't make that mistake like I nearly did. Right, so let's just twist this around. Oh, and you can see here, these raised bits here, guys, that's a bit thicker than that side. Left one's thicker than the right side. So it is telling us to put the thicker nipple side into the front hole. I think that's right, isn't it? Basically put the big one into the bigger hole. And I'll just push on. And just look how it looks on there. Look at the instruction. That is exactly the same. And obviously, guys, also check your instructions. I'm doing it this way because obviously I'm on film for you and I'm not going to keep turning the page back over unless I have to. Just look at your numbers, your letters, 29k, check your instructions, see if you've got the right part, and you can't go wrong. Now, 29J, that is this part. Look at the detail on that, guys. And this is just the engine, which you probably ain't going to see a lot of. The detail is amazing. Oh, this is going to be one wicked build, you know. It's so good. Right, so it wants the flat end of 29J. So it wants that flat end. And again, you can see the raised bit there. And then you've got the bigger hole there. So it's a matter of finding the holes and gently pushing them in. See, they're coming apart, but I won't worry about that because as you can see, that's sealed now and that's nice and flush. Right, and the next part, another cylinder head. Again, get the big raised end and put it in the big hole. You shouldn't have any problem with these pushing them. Just be careful that you don't break these nipple bits, because if you do, you're going to have to order or glue them. It's just an issue you don't want. There you go. That's on in. That's how that's looking at the minute. And those parts are already on that one. 29F, which you can see now by looking, guys, it's going to be this one rather than that one, because if you use the big one, it's not going to fit on. So you can see now it all goes into plan. And as for that one being a gap there, you can see now that's going to seal. So again, get the big raised bit, put that in the big hole, and then push that in like so. Looking good. Looking good. And then again, 29J. Again, you've got the raised nipple bit there, guys, the big part. That's going to go into the big hole. And again, make sure that the straight edge is that side. So put that in there like that. It'll probably be easier than this for you guys as well, because you're not filming it, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to get good shots of when I'm pushing them in, but plus see it myself. Not that I'm complaining, that's what I'm doing that for, guys. It's a bit more fiddly for me, but that's that part in. I really do like that's coming out on camera, how good that looks. Got the fine detail here, guys. And last part for instruction 4. Little raised bit into the little hole and the big one into the big one. And that is instruction 4 done. Just trying to get some light on that so you can see the detail, guys. That looks pretty cool. This is going to be one fantastic, cool build. Can't wait. Instruction 5, take the shaft 29A this part here, the plastic part. What we'll do is put that to one side. Now it's positioned, I'm just looking at it's positioned like that. Let's put it there so I can read this instruction then. Note the arrangement of the 4 rectangular blocks along the shaft. One side of each block is almost flush with the shaft, and this side is flat to the work surface. Circle below. Yes, it's got to be flat, basically like a right angle on your work surface. Where I was with the 4 arms pointing towards the short connectors 27F. Okay, simple enough. On the assemblies from issue 27, which are these guys here. These are all plastic, I don't know if you remember as well, guys. But that's what we're using now. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll set them up as it's showing us from here. And that's what it means, guys. Just make sure it's a right angle. They're going to keep falling over, but you get the gist. Make sure they're flat like that on the surface. But what we're doing is this little curve opening here, that is basically going to go on that section there. And this is all plastic, so just be careful, guys, that you don't snap nothing when you push them together. Simple as that. Is that done? And we'll take another one. And you can see the little grooves as well there, guys. That's where they're going. That's that one. You've got the gist now. I do think it's cool as well, guys, if you're building this or you wait for me to post and you build with me. You might not. You might do it before you see my video, or you might do it after you've watched my video. I think it's pretty cool if that's happening. I mean, it's popped. Some of these videos have really popped, to be fair. I mean, I've had 2,500 views on one. Wouldn't that be cool if all them 2.5 viewers subscribed to my channel and liked? I would love that. Not that I mean hinting, but that would be really cool, guys. But anyway, that's what we've done in instruction 5. And that's what you should be left with. Just persuade them to come. There you go, like that. That's what we've done so far, and that's instruction 5, all done. And as you can see, it's got a blue ring at the bottom of there. That's telling you to have that little, let's get that in focus, that little nipple bit sticking out on the left. As you can see now, positioned again, how it's asking us to position it in the instructions. So we put these parts like this, so they're all ready basically to slot in together. I will read through the instruction of instruction 6 though. Take the assembly from step 4, which we've got here now. Noting the position of the long shaft at the end of the crankshaft to 29B, which is there at the top of the shot, circled in blue. And there is circled in blue. Position the assembly from step 5 as shown. Note the flat side of the blocks are now facing upwards. Fit the grips on the ends of the connectors 27G to the 3 joints on the crankshaft. So story short, guys, these parts have all got to be fitted to the crankshaft. Simple as that. So all you got to do is basically put under there, click, so I'm done. Again, guys, it's just a bit more awkward for me because I'm trying to show you on the camera while I'm doing it. You can take it off the desk if you want, whichever's simplest and easiest for you. All you're doing is making sure all these parts from the crankshaft, like that. Simple as that. And that's how that looks so far with instruction 6. Let me just move that over there a minute so you can see what's going on. And then what it's saying do now, manoeuvre the shaft 29A, which is that part, so that you can fit the 4 arms circled in yellow, which again is these little points here. So we're going to be putting those to there, as you might have guessed that already. So where were we? Circled in yellow, above left, just that one there, into the holes in the port columns of 27H, which is obviously this part. Those 4 holes there. If necessary, apply a little bit of super glue to the arms to hold them into place. Yeah, I think we'll put a bit of super glue, guys. What we'll do is we want to swing them round. So as you can see here, all these 4 little raised bits are going into those holes. Simple as that. I'm just going to dry run it first, like so. That's how it's going to look, guys. But what I'm going to do, it says put a bit of glue on, so I'm going to put some glue on. Because these moves in, it gives it a bit of strenuous movement. They might just keep popping out basically, so it's best just to dab a little bit of glue on each one. And then I'll place it on there a minute. I'll show you closer up in a minute. I'm just going to twist those round. Like that. And that is done. That's all done. Doesn't that look wicked, guys? I love it. Looks pretty cool. But we are not done yet. But that's that so far. And that's how that looks. So we've got this part positioned like so. What it's asking us to do is take 29G and place that under the crankshaft. So it's basically going under that crankshaft. And you can notice that's the longer side, guys, compared to the right side. So what I want to do is just gently push that up and then rest it over those raised parts like so. See, that's the reason why that one is longer than this one. Don't look it, but it is, and you'll know because it won't go on, guys. So if you just get the other one, yeah, that's a nice flush fit then. There you go. So that's why one is longer than the other one. So what we'll do as well then, is it same put on both of them? We're working left to right. Yeah, 29D then. So we want the other side. So yeah, we're putting 29G on the left side, which we've done, and we're putting 29D, which is this part, on the right side. These are plastic, by the way, guys. So yeah, we're putting that on those raised. Why is that? There you go. I thought that was going to fit then, but it's fit. So yeah, you've got 29G and D, like so. And then what it's saying do is get 29H, which that's that one. So it's got that little raised bit. And it wants us to put that, take it on there. Alright. Yeah, that's right. As you can see there, bottom, the raised bit's on there. And then you want 29C, which is this part. Again, plastic these are, guys. And then they want that one to the right of there. There we go. And all we've got to do now is put the 2 CM screws in either side. So what I'll do is just slide that down a second. I lie, it is a bit fiddly this, guys, when you're doing it. I did have to pause the video a bit just because the crankshaft wasn't moving around, but as long as you make sure the rods are in and it's all in the position it should be in, you'll be fine. Just give it a bit of persuasion sometimes, not too much because you don't break them, but You know it's like, guys, with building models, nothing's ever simple. So yeah, I'm just going to start these off. These are CM screws, by the way. And that one's a dodgy screw. We don't know. Sometimes that happens as well, guys. It's just the way they've been made in production. But that head was not going to be no use to us. I'm just going to put this back on. Remember, guys, the straight edge is on the outside. And that's got to be pushed. So yeah, we'll get another same screw. Put that on there. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you're happy to see this build back on the channel as much as I am. But as I said, guys, give it a big like if you're happy to see it back or you've enjoyed the video. I hope you have. But if you do watch it, please just give it a big like, because it helps the channel grow. And the last same screw. Again, I've only started these off. I've got to get me a decent screwdriver, to be fair, because these what you get free with the mags are not the best. I might use my Ferrari one, to be fair, because that always pays off. Yeah, it's good though. See they're nice and tight. Like so. Yeah, but it's back in its place now. It's right place every Monday, guys, on my channel, Rich43. Please come back every week, stick with me on this build, see the progress. But yeah, that's that done. So we basically put all those parts in there. If we turn that round, move these screwdrivers out of the way. See what I mean about that screw? How it has had it. Got that. Can't use that. It's going straight in the bin. So that is the end of instruction 7. We fit the lower stop plates on the assembly to fix each of them with CM screws, as you can see. And that is the result so far in this issue at instruction 7. And now we'll turn the page. And finally, guys, instruction 8, fit the flywheel to the end of the crankshaft. Note that one side of the hole in the flywheel is flattened and matches the shape of the end of the shaft. Use a little glue to hold the flywheel in place if necessary. Right. This is plastic, by the way, guys. There you go. Can you see that like D shape? There you go. That side's better. That's the D shape. So what we're going to do, it's telling us to use glue, so I think we'll use a dab. So if we hold it that way around, as you can see, you can't get to that side, but you can that. So if I just dab a little bit of glue. Cocktail stick would be cool as well, guys, if you want to use cocktail stick. But as you can see, there's a D shape on that crankshaft. Just make sure it goes into the flywheel the right way around. He says put it the wrong way. Sorry, my bad. Make sure the D shape goes onto the crankshaft into the flywheel like that. And that is it. Done. Just stops it falling off, that's all. And that's how that looks. And that's how that part looks, the engine, at the end of issue 29. And as you can see, if you turn that, it all works. That's brilliant, I love that. Well, that is it, guys. We're back up and running with the Titanic build from Hatchet. That was issue 29. Do hope you enjoyed this video this week, guys. It was a bit fiddly in parts. Just keep going with it, guys. Keep at it if you're building this along with me. It's a bit fiddly putting the crankshaft together with the rods, etc. But just do as instructions say, guys. Take your time. Make sure the rods are in the right positions it's telling you to put them in, and you shouldn't go wrong. Guys, smash that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Bell notification not to miss out on any future content videos of the Titanic build from Hatchet Partworks or any of the other videos on my channel. And please, guys, help me grow this channel. Give it a big thumbs up. Would really appreciate that. Subscribe and like. Would really love that, guys. But for now, for the Titanic build, that is it. Please come back next week. There'll be another video, which is issue 30 of the build the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks. Hope you're enjoying this build, guys. Come along with me and see what the result is in a few years' time. Yeah, a few years' time. That's how long it's going to take to build this cool, monstrous build. But I love to have it back on the channel, guys. I'm loving having it back on the channel. It's took a few weeks to get the delivery, but now I've got the delivery. We're back up and running. So let's crack on with it and enjoy this build. But for now, guys, for the Titanic, that is it. Until next week. Thanks for watching. See ya. Peace.